to it. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second down and 6 now. On play action, Vic. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly 8-zip. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Pass the 20 for a short gain, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
It's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. On first down and score. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Frank Gore, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. Work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been. But it winds up falling incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Manziel. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. Pushes past him. And some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, Vick. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
Left side on a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there, maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Manziel. A short little throw taken in by Reed. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Manziel. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, Vick. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if a team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 9 now. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. they turn to Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Vick now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gore going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ricky Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now, before we get to our next drive, oh, my goodness, folks, the big one is coming. No, not the Super Bowl, but the $1 million Madden Bowl, the crown jewel of the Madden Championship Series. Our friend RG says you're not going to want to miss this one. It streams live January 30th, 31st, up through the final on February 1. Tune into the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 on the West Coast, as we find out who is this year's best of the best. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. It's complete, and this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. 1 second, all that remains. Ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Here's Koo to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 3rd down and 7.
18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Pushing, fights through, and now a crease. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Frank Gore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone,
it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And
he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Frank Gore taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 60. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Nifty move. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. To throw, Vick. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And the Cowboys get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to throw. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. On the return, Hester. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
Liking 18. Ready.
Here's Michael Vick being chased out left. Ooh, with a juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, Gore. And he works free. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go, boy. Here we go, shot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Play action now, Vic. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So what can Vic do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for the 2-point conversion?
Ready, go. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
60 Eagles. 60. Check. Go.
They'll try and run it with Gore. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 15. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Unlock line. Unlock. Check go.
They'll try and run it with Gore. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and gets nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go with Gore. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now they're going to throw it here with Vick. Out to his left. And he is out of bounds here. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you...